Okay, here we go. I'm going to give it the call right now to the mic. All right, we're doing a latency check. 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh, we got to do it again. All right, let's try this again. All right, here we go. Latency check. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I am ready for the intro whenever you're ready to put us on the station. So just count me down to when you start the intro and I'll time it up. Okay. All right, man. You'll hear us pretty soon. All right, see you. Bye-bye. All right, here we go. We're 20 seconds out. We got our
mic on for him, or what does he have to do?
It's on. It's on there.
So should we turn it off until he speaks, or what?
Zwick, get ready. Get ready.
What am I doing?
Our Panther Live people are on.
That's your mic.
Okay.
Yep.
Are you going to keep it on the whole time?
All right, welcome, basketball fans. We are at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse here at the campus of Montana State University for Class A state quarterfinal matchup here between the Belgrade Panthers and the Browning Indians. This is Nate Parsegian joining me on the broadcast. My color commentator here, Andy Demjanovic. Andy, thanks for being with us.
You bet. State tournament, here we go.
Here we go, and we have a special guest, sideline reporter, Belgrade High School student, sophomore Ethan Zwicky. Ethan, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
All right, so again, we are right now about 4:50 to go here in warm-ups with this game. And I want to remind you that this is the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. Don't think about retirement, plan for it. Call Ty Elliott at State Farm in Belgrade. And we had a couple of pregame interviews. Andy, before I get to our pregame interviews, give us a quick 1 minute on this matchup here today.
Yeah, Browning comes in today, Nate, 19-6. This is Browning's first state appearance since 2012, where they had a nice 12-year run there, going to state and had some excellent teams, but they kind of had a 6-year drought, but they're back, and we're used to playing them because they were only removed 1 year from the Central A, but after reclassifications, they moved over to the Northwest. So Browning's back in the state tournament after 2012, and conference this year, Browning is back of the Western A, and they advance. So they beat out Butte Central in the consolation game to advance as a third-place seed, and we're comfortable with these teams. Both teams are comfortable with each other, because we've played each other for so many years. So a couple kids to watch out for. The Brandon Amesback kid is averaging about 13 a game, and Tyree Whitacombe about 12 a game. So it could be exciting. We got to know how to keep Amesback off the glass. He's a very athletic and skilled, similar to David Evans, kid from Hardin, similar styles. I think Amesback's just a little bit more refined in his skill. So.
All right, moments ago, our sideline reporter Ethan Zwicky met up with Belgrade head coach Mike Deming. Let's step aside and hear what Coach Deming had to say about this game.
All right, this is Ethan Zwicky with the Ty Elliott State Farm pregame show. I'm here with Mike Deming, the head coach for Belgrade basketball. What's the difference coming into the state tournament versus just a regular season game?
Well, the intensity of all the teams is so much higher. The finale is now this weekend, and you just try to prolong your season as long as you can, and everybody's playing for the same thing, the state championship trophy. So the intensity, is the biggest part.
And what's the matchup we're looking at today?
Well, we're playing the Browning Indians, and they're a very good team. They have some large post players that we're going to have to defend. They can shoot the ball well, but every team at the state tournament is one of the best in the state in Class A, and everybody's going to be a matchup problem.
Thanks, Coach Deming. Good luck today.
Thank you.
All right, again, that was Belgrade head coach Mike Deming with Ethan Zwicky moments ago talking about this game. Also, we had a chance to meet up with the head coach from Browning, Andy Demjanovic here, had a moment just recently with the Browning head coach, give his thoughts on the game. So do we have that queued up? We ready to go? Yeah, let's go ahead and hear what the Browning head coach had to say about this game.
We're here on the Ty Elliott State Farm pregame show with head coach of Browning, Dan Conley. Dan, congratulations first off making it to the tournament and kind of back at it again with Belgrade. We haven't seen each other in a while, but back to playing each other again. What's your initial thought of this first round game?
You know, Belgrade's always tough. It don't matter if we're in Central A or state tournament. You know what you're going to get when you play Belgrade. They're going to play solid defense, and you know you're going to get Fowler's a tough player. So, you know, and they got Edwards down low. So, strong team, solid team, well coached. Just an old conference game. That's how I'm approaching this. We've been playing each other for 30 years, so I know what they're going to do, and they know what we're going to do. So.
What can you tell us about the Amesback kid? He's had a great year. Seems like a solid player for you.
He is. He's solid. He's my double-double guy. You know, he carves out a lot of space down low. He's strong. You know, we get him the ball. He's a good free throw shooter, so if he gets fouled, he makes his free throw shots. And he's smart. He's intelligent. If he gets double teamed, he kicks out to the shooters, and you know, pretty unselfish player.
How is it trying to prepare for maybe an afternoon game or a night game? Do your guys generally, does that really matter to them, or as a coach, do you have any preference?
No, you know, this year, because we've been traveling across the mountains, all of our games have been early. So this is actually about where times we've been playing all season, so it doesn't bother us none. So yeah, we're comfortable with it.
Do we expect zone and press tonight or anything special, or is that generally what you've been doing all year?
I'll mix it up. You know me, we battled, so I'll go zone a little bit, and then I'll slap a man on there. We'll press, just mix it up, half court trap, just a little bit of everything. So,
all right, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
Yeah.
All right, once again, that was the head coach from Browning here on the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. We're just about ready for starting lineups. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 KBOZ. Back in 1 minute. We're on commercial right now.
Like you felt when I saw like your arm picked up?
Just give us about 10, 15, 20 seconds.
So we have Fowler, who's the second leading scorer in Class A.
All right, here we are back at the MSU Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Our Panther Live fans, you can hear us during our commercial breaks, but our radio listeners, they can't hear our talking here back on the production end of things. I want to now send it over to our sideline reporter, Ethan Zawicki, for some final breakdown before we start this game.
The Panthers have no problem scoring the ball. Points per game, Dawson Fowler is number 2 in the state, just behind Riggs Johnson from Libby. Over the season, Noel Reynolds has the most 2-point conversions, or the 7th most, and Matt Walker has the most 3-point conversions. So scoring won't be a problem for the Panthers today.
Yeah, and one thing we talked about with Andy Demjanovic is how the Browning Indians, they're going to want to move the ball up and down the floor, and they're going to score a lot, or at least they have this year.
Yeah, they're averaging around 66 a game, Nate. Hardin was averaging around 75, so I think Coach Deming's route to win this game is probably going to be similar to the Hardin Bulldogs, so it's kind of nice that Belgrade saw Hardin before coming into Browning's game. They get the same type tempo. The only difference is Hardin manned us up, and we're probably going to see a zone today. And like you said, Coach Conley from Browning said he's going to mix it up, though, but generally you'll probably see a 2-3 out of the gate with a full-court press.
All right, right now these starting lineups are being announced. I want to remind you that this is the Ty Elliott State Farm Insurance pregame show. Don't think about retirement. Plan for it. Call Ty Elliott at State Farm in Belgrade, as both teams now have had their starting lineups announced. For the Panthers, it's going to be who we've seen all year. Dawson Fowler here leading this squad, and will take the jump ball. It might take a moment here as we gather the names for the Browning Indians, but the names you're going to hear about are Brandon Amesback, as well as Nathaniel or Nano Stiffarm, and Tyree Whitcomb. Those are some names you are going to hear quite a few times on this broadcast as we are just about ready to get this game underway. Teams are shaking hands here at midcourt. Panthers have Edwards, Page, Reynolds, Fowler, and Matt Walker here to start things out. And the tip will be between Dawson Fowler and Tyree Whitcomb, the 6'6 junior from Browning. And the ball is in the air, and it is controlled, tipped around a few times. Dawson Fowler actually comes away with it. So Panthers on offense. Page here drives baseline, goes up with the left. He is fouled, and he is going to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, almost the N1 there, Nate. So good way by Belgrade to be aggressive out of the gate, and that's what it takes from the tip-off. And I like the demeanor on that first possession there by Belgrade. Very physical, very aggressive, and very focused.
So very early on, 0-0, just 7 seconds into this game, and Easton Page will put the Panthers in the scorebook first with the free throw, making it 1-0 Belgrade. Second free throw here to come.
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to play. Hopefully he can carry this consistency. He stepped up and hit his free throws right away. Struggled a little bit in the divisional tournament, but nonetheless.
Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound from Noel Reynolds. Panthers here on offense, leading 1-0. Dawson Fowler drives, pulls up from 16 feet. No good, back iron. Rebound goes to Browning.
Yeah, they are in that 2-3 zone, and Dawson does pull up between the two-guard set there, and it elevates extremely high.
Long three-pointer coming from Browning's no good. Rebound, Noel Reynolds. 30 seconds into this game, Belgrade up 1-0. Easton Page taking it to the rack. Goes
nice
up left
crossover.
Hand, just misses. Rebound goes to Brandon Amesback for Browning. Now up ahead here to Stiffarm. Gets it in the corner. Three-point coming. No good. Rebound loose. Coming away with it, Matt Walker for the Panthers.
And Dawson's long. He was boxed out but didn't touch the guy, but long enough arms to tip it down to the Belgrade defender for the rebound. Belgrade in a 2-3 zone as well, and Browning goes back to man here.
Again, Panthers leading 1-0, 1 minute into this game as Edwards has it in the corner for Belgrade. Guarded by Amesback. He drives in left hand, gets in the key, turns around, thinks about a shot, pump fake, gets it to Reynolds. Now back up to Walker.
Yeah, Amesback is a thick kid. Austin had a nice move, but he just doesn't have the the weight power that Amesback has to pushing up through the lane. So he's a pretty thick kid.
Reynolds now backs his man down, turnaround jump shot in the key, no good. Rebound goes to Amesback.
Very nice move by turnover by Browning there. Very nice move by Noel Reynolds there, but just off the mark of the shot. But it was a heck of a move. We'll take those shots all day.
So we had a turnover as Browning threw the ball out of bounds into the Belgrade bench. Yep. And so it's Panther ball right now with Fowler here controlling it. Gets it to Page up top. Page working on Derek Loring. Gets it to Walker now on the right wing. Walker looking for a screen. Passes now down low to Edwards. Edwards on Amesback on the block. Edwards gets inside. Spin move. Goes up with it off the glass. Oh. No good. Rebound loose. And Browning comes up with it. So a lid on the rim for both teams to start things out.
Yeah, nice move there, though, by Austin. Very, very aggressive there. And he had a nice tournament, the divisional tournament, being aggressive on the rebound, but also even posting up a little bit. And he showed that he can post up on the Amesback kid there.
Three-pointer good from Nano Stiffarm from Browning, making the score 3-1. Browning on top still early in this game, just 2.5 minutes in. Is now a full court press from Browning. Walker right at midcourt, gets it ahead to Reynolds. Reynolds now drives in, goes up with it, misses off the front iron.
Short.
Rebound loose, goes to Amesback.
Yeah, we got the shots we want so far, Nate. But what a block by Fowler!
Loring's shot is blocked by Dawson Fowler. Matt Walker comes away with the rebound. Walker all the way ahead, gets it to inside here to Fowler, who goes up, misses, rebound, Amesback. Panthers missed that shot again, so Browning here on the other end going up with it, and fouled is number 40. That's Tyree Whitcomb, and he will head to the free throw line to shoot two.
It was on the way up. They're going to look and see if it could be an N1 if they call the goaltend, Nate. The ball was on the way up, and he pushed it off the glass.
Yeah, Dawson Fowler elevated and blocked the ball off the glass after the foul.
There you go.
Two,
Good
so
call.
No call there.
It's going to be a great call because the ball was on the way up, and he swatted out of off the glass. I held it there. So
yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
I think
Mr. Horsley's watching.
Yeah, we got
while
some
he's listening. We
some
can't
of
watch
the
anymore.
classrooms back at Belgrade High School are tuned into this game here, so it is school hours right now as Whitcomb hits the first free throw to make the score 4-1 Browning. 5:06 to go here, first quarter.
Yeah, Belgrade had some nice shots. We should have really 6 or 8 points here, Nate, but we just can't finish near the rim. But we're getting the high percentage shots.
Missed free throw. Belgrade gets the rebound. Matt Walker gets it to Page. Panthers still in the backcourt to Walker. Walker needs to get across midcourt. Does to Fowler. Now Page with it. Pulls it out. Matt Walker near midcourt. Calling out play here. Guarded by Stiff Arm. Gets to Fowler now on the wing. Gets a screen from Reynolds. Now Page up top. Inside pass to
Nice
Reynolds.
back cut off
Laid
the
it in.
backboard. Great job.
4-3. Panthers trail by 1. 4:36 to go here, first quarter. Loring gets it up top here to Bird. Back to Loring on the right wing. Now Whitcomb with it. Long three-pointer coming. No good. Rebound, Noel Reynolds. Reynolds gets it to Walker, and Walker's going to bring it on the floor. No pressure here in the backcourt this possession. 4:17 to go, first quarter. Panthers trail by 1.
And that's the great thing. If you can hold them to one shot and rebound, they can't get into their press. The same thing we talked about with Harden, Nate, and it gives a great advantage to Belgrade.
Walker with it now on the left wing. Gets it up top to Edwards. Fowler now thinks about the three. Gets it back up to Easton Page.
Belgrade in their flex offense now. I think Coach put this in just to get movement and some backdoors and cutters to put Browning in position where they have to decide to help or not.
Here is driving in left-hand Fowler. Loses the handle. Turnover ahead to Browning. Now up ahead and laying it off the glass and in is Tyree Whitcomb, making it 6-3. Browning on top after a rare turnover from Dawson Fowler. Now all the way up ahead to Reynolds. Panthers here across midcourt, but in a little bit of trouble as Page is trapped. He gets it out, though, to Fowler. Now Walker for three. Boom! Matt Walker.
And that's without a doubt the kid you want shooting, because he came on late, and as Ethan said in the pregame show, he's third in Class A for shooting percentage in the three-point shot at 43%, so that's immaculate.
So 6-6 the score now with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Browning has the ball. Up top, it's Stiff Arm. He gets it now to Loring. Loring looking down low, keeping her on the perimeter, though, to Whitcomb. Back to Loring. Loring, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound. Whitcomb, he goes up and he is fouled, and he makes the basket. So a three-point play opportunity here for Browning as Whitcomb will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Austin Edwards a little frustrated there at the referee, but you can't give him second shots, and Browning outworked him there and got in position, and it was an easy call for the referee. So the bucket was good. So looking for the N1 here.
And that is good. So, yeah, 9-6. Browning on top with 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Belgrade with the ball. Full court press here. Fowler gets it to Page near midcourt. Page back to Fowler. Across the half-court line now to Walker. And now Fowler will set things up here in a half-court offense. Walker now on the wing. Looking down low, Spencer Gordon checked into the game. Page with it. Working around the perimeter here. Driving in is Fowler. Fowler goes up right hand, finger roll in.
Nice take by Dawson Fowler. And it's a great way to get him going, get to the rim, get something going, and try to get his flow of scoring going right away.
Panthers trail by just 1. Whitcomb has the ball for Browning. Three-pointer from Loring on the way. Stuck in the basket there. So a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to go to Browning because Dawson Fowler won the jump ball to start this game. So Browning ball inbounding under the Panther basket with 2:12 to go here on the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard. It is 9-8 Browning on top, inbounding under the Panther basket.
Yeah, we still got to get a hand up on that shooter. Walker closed out, but he didn't get his hand up. He's got to get his hand up. We don't leave our feet on three-point shooters, but Loring's a 34% three-point shooter, and you can't give him an open look like that. Luckily, it hit stuck between the rim.
Yeah, ball loose inside. Panthers come up with it. As the ball was loose, Matt Walker, hustle play, gets on the floor and gets the loose ball. So Panthers here now on offense. Under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Long three-pointer coming from Fowler is no good. Rebound, Spencer Gordon. He loses it, though, and Loring comes up with it for Browning. Now all the way ahead to Bird. It's over his head and out of bounds. So, boy, quick back-and-forth action here. Turnover on Browning because we give Belgrade the ball back.
Yeah, Coach talked about that the other night when I was in practice, that they're going to try to throw it over the top no matter what, whether they complete them or not. And they do have some turnovers on the season trying that. But he said, irregardless if it's a great pass or not, we got to get back. And Browning turns the ball over there.
Here's Reynolds with it off the glass. Oh no, it's a travel.
Travel.
Oh, and Noel Reynolds, he's high-stepping as he comes back. He knows how close he was to an and one, but he was called for a traveling violation.
That's too bad. He got that over that kid high off the glass, and it counted, but the referee waves it off.
Again, Panthers trail by 1:20 to go here in the first quarter. Browning with the ball on offense right now, working around the perimeter. Stiff arm pass inside to Whitcomb. Whitcomb on the block, goes up, is fouled by Spencer Gordon, and Whitcomb will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, if you're on the side of the hip, especially on a post player, if he gets you on the corner like he did, half body, where he got just the slip edge of Spencer Gordon, you got to try to back off contact and reestablish full front position so that you can cut him off without getting a blocking foul. And we just try to ride him down the lane, and he's smooth enough to get his hand up and under, and then you get the foul. So sometimes you got to come off contact and reestablish your position and get your feet set and cut that guy off.
First free throw is no good. Second one here on the way for Whitcomb from Browning is good. So 2-point lead now, Browning, with 1:15 to go here in the first quarter. Full court press here as Dawson Fowler gets it to Page, back to Fowler. Now to Walker across midcourt. Walker dribbles out of a trap, picks it up now. Down low, Spencer Gordon, and Gordon misses, and the ball is loose. And boy, I think Spencer was so wide open that he surprised himself with how wide open he was in the shot. So it's just errant on the shot, though. Panthers are going to come away with this loose ball and inbound it here in Browning territory, though.
Yeah, he'll settle down. Actually, he did a good job of settling down and gathering himself to go back up. The ball just slipped out of his hand, went over the top of the rim. It almost went in, but but those are going to be shots like we always talk about. When we get those good looks, you got to knock them down.
All right, so Panther ball right now, 48 seconds to go, down by 2. First quarter action here. Fowler with it on the right wing. Looking for a cutter, gets it to Walker. Now Page on the left side. He's got Reynolds posting up down low, but he's going to get it to Fowler. Fowler inside pass! And this time Spencer Gordon finishes it to tie the game 10-10.
So Fowler tries to elevate there, Nate, and sees Spencer open and goes up for the jump shot and throws it right down. And that was a great play between both of them.
Now stiff arm, shot coming, three-pointer, no good, over the backboard and out of bounds. 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Belgrade and Browning tied at 10, and it's going to be Belgrade ball inbounding it with the full distance to go, and 15 seconds can hold for the final shot, though.
Yeah, and which is good. We got fortunate there, though. We got to rotate better out of that zone. Stiff arm there had another open shot, and he hit a 3 earlier, and there wasn't rotation there. We got to be careful that we don't get caught 2-on-1 in the zone, 2 defenders for the ball. We got to just speak and communicate our rotation better.
Jake Klonzinski in the game here for the Panthers. Ball knocked out of bounds. 10 seconds to go here. Panthers will inbound it. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter, that is. Walker with it now. 9 seconds to go in the backcourt. Up to Klonzinski. Klonzinski across midcourt. Gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds thought about the 3. Puts on the floor. Goes baseline. Jump shot coming. Off the glass. No good. Rebound. Spencer Gordon. But the buzzer sounds for the end of the first quarter. So after 1, the score Belgrade 10, Browning 10. Let's step aside for 1 minute. You are listening to Belgrade Panther Basketball on 93.7 KBOZ. All right, we are back here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. I want to kick it over to our reporter, Ethan Zawicki. Ethan, give us some quick analysis of that first quarter.
The people who have scored for Browning is exactly who you would expect. Stiff Arm and Whitcomb have all 10 of Browning's points, whereas the Panthers, 4 of their 5 starters have scored.
How about that? Panthers spreading around. Thanks, Ethan. Underway now in the second second quarter here as Fowler has the ball, gets it to Walker. Walker picks up his dribble, gets it to Fowler. Fowler drives in, pulls it back out. Now going for it, right hand. finger roll off the glass is good.
Oh, my gosh.
How about that? Dawson
Boy,
Fowler, nifty play.
Like George Gervin, their little Iceman, because there's one thing I could do was finger roll.
Is that an oldies one? Because we're on 93.7.
Yeah, you don't know the Iceman?
Well,
George
Zwicky
Gervin?
and I are young guys here, so
Many Christmas. You got to Google at half.
all right. Missed shot from Browning makes it rebound to Belgrade. So Belgrade with the lead, 12-10 and the ball, 7:15 to go here till the halftime break. Pass inside to Page, back out to Reynolds. Now Fowler from real deep. He's thinking about the three. He puts it on the floor, drives in, thinks about the shot, kicks it to Walker. Walker will shoot the three. Short, rebound, Whitcomb.
That was right on line. From our angle, that thing looked good, but just was short.
Now under the basket, turnover. Austin Edwards comes away with the steal.
Good
Gets
hustle.
it to Walker.
Great hustle coming back in transition to just get to the bucket. You can always branch out defensively, so you got to stop the ball, get close to the bucket, and then find your man.
Here is Fowler now backing his man down in the key. Goes up with it, misses. Rebound Loring for the Indians. 6:35 to go here, second quarter. Panthers on top, 12-10. Now working around the perimeter here. Stiff arm all the way to Loring. Here comes a three-pointer from Stiff arm. It's good.
That's why we can't be late. That's his second three of the night, I believe. Is that his second three, Ethan? Is that Stiff arm's second three of the night?
13-12. Browning on top. Belgrade here with the ball, though. 6:10 to go till halftime. Walker, three-pointer coming. No good. Rebound, Whitcomb from Browning. Whitcomb brings it all the way down the floor. Gets it to a teammate. Kicked out. Another three-pointer here coming from Loring, or from Stiff Arms, no good. Rebound, Whitcomb inside. He goes up with it and puts it in. So now Browning is up by 3, 15-12. And sensing momentum here a little bit on Browning's side as Easton Page drives in, goes up left-hand block. Though coming away with it's Reynolds, and he lays enough the glass. So nice follow there by Reynolds to make it 14-15.
Yeah, Easton's has to keep being aggressive like he is, getting to the rim. And Noel does a good job of just following up and gets the putback.
Three-point shot from
There you
Browning,
go.
no good. On the rebound, there was an over-the-back called against Dion Madplume over Noel Reynolds. So this is going to give Belgrade the ball here.
And that's what we talked about. If you're disciplined and you get a body on a guy, they're going to come over the back, and that's what happens there because they're very aggressive on the glass, and they're going to try to be active. So if you can position yourself to get bodied up, you can grab some fouls there and hopefully get into the bonus and get to one-and-ones.
Klonzinski across midcourt for the Panthers. 5:16 to go till halftime. Belgrade down 1. Walker thought about the three, gets it to Page. Page inside, high post here, Reynolds. Reynolds backing his man down, goes up. A couple times around the rim, no good. Rebound goes
Nice
to Browning.
move. That was absolutely nice move by Noel Reynolds. It's just not falling for him right now.
On the other end, missed shot from Browning. Follow back, though, from
back.
Ames back, making it now 17-14. Browning on top, under 5 to play here till halftime.
That's tough. And we talked about we've gotten some high percentage shots, Nate. We have to just start to finish. We would still have actually an okay lead if we finish near the bucket.
Page with it now, gets a high screen, drives in left hand, pulls it up, goes up with it, no good. Rebound, Ames back.
Yeah, another nice shot there by Easton Page. Gets in the paint, just can't convert.
Meanwhile, on the other end, a foul called will send a Browning Indian to the free throw line to shoot. It's going to be Nano Stiffarm headed to the free throw line. He was fouled by Noel Reynolds. And early on here, it just seems like a lids on the Panther rim. Our shooting percentage has got to be pretty low here for how close we've been on our shots.
Yeah.
Free throw good from Stiffarm, making it 18-14, 4-point lead.
We probably have at least 10 to 12 points there that we could have, Nate. I like our demeanor and I like our aggressiveness, and I do like definitely our energy, and hopefully we'll calm down a little bit in a way where we can just finish those short shots.
So 19-14 now, Browning on top. Belgrade looking to get out of this full court press all the way ahead to Reynolds. Reynolds drives in, double teams, and pull it back out. Now he's going to back his man down in, goes up, fouled. So Noel Reynolds will go to the free throw line and shoot two. I want to remind you that this game is brought to you by Town & Country Foods. Save cash at Town & Country, serving your local communities. Noel Reynolds here at the free throw line with 4:12 to go until halftime. Belgrade trailing 19-14 And free throw from Reynolds is no good. So second free throw here coming as Austin Edwards takes a break. And Spencer Gordon comes into the game. Reynolds, second free throw. Good this time. 15-19. Panthers trail by 4.
Panthers back to the 2-3 here, Nate. We just got to talk on rotation like we talked about, so we don't get Browning loose on the perimeter here.
Here's stiff arm up top. Works it over to Smith. Now in the corner here, stiff arm drives in, goes up, and we have a blocking foul. This will be against Spencer Gordon. This should be, I believe, his second. That is the second for Spencer Gordon. This will send Nano stiff arm to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 3:53 to go till halftime, and his team, the Browning Indians, leading by 4. His free throw is good. First, that is. First to 2 good, making it now 20-15. Edwards quickly back into the game for Belgrade. Second free throw here for stiff arm. Good. 21-15, Browning on top.
And now Browning's got the tempo again just because they've scored. And there's been free throws or second chance points. So it takes us, we got to break the press, and then, you know, we have to try to get into our motion offense. It's been okay early on. It's just we haven't been able to finish near the hoop, Nate. So
here's Fowler, pass inside, Reynolds. Good.
There we go.
Nice pass from Fowler to Reynolds down low, and Noel lays it in. 21-17, Panthers trail, 3:25 to go here till halftime.
We're getting the looks that we want. We got to finish, and hopefully we continue to settle down. And Noel's hit a couple buckets here in the last couple possessions.
Whitcomb will shoot. No good. Rebound loose. Coming away with it's Whitcomb, and now down low.
The one you have to have. You can't give that up. There's another second chance point. Tip, tip, tip. They grab the rebound up and in.
Yep. Now Browning leads 23-17 with 3 to play, and then a turnover in the backcourt. And here comes number 20, Gillum, who lays it in. So now Mike Deming's going to take a timeout as the momentum is shifted in favor of Browning. They have their biggest lead here of the afternoon now, 25-17 with 2:54 here. This is a 30-second timeout, so let's just keep it right here and remind you that this game on 93.7 is brought to you by Stockman Bank, Montana's brand of banking, as well as Rich's Flooring for quality you can stand on. So 17-25 here, Panthers trailing by 8, and Browning with the momentum. I mean, what's Deming talking about in this timeout?
Yeah, he's not happy. 2 things there he's talking about. Number one, you got to box out, and you can't give them second chance points. You can't get outworked when you're going to the glass. Once that shot's up, you have to all be rebounders and secure the basketball. Second thing is you cannot turn it over in the press. Those 2 things are critical against a team like this, and it's state basketball, and you can't have those type of mistakes, and that's why he was so upset in that timeout.
All right, coming out of the timeout, Panthers here need to break this full court press. Walker ahead to Fowler. Fowler inside the key, loses the handle, ball's loose. Page comes up with it for Belgrade. So Easton Page there rescues this possession for Belgrade. Walker has it now up top, guarded by stiff arm, gets it to Fowler. Fowler a long 3 on the way. No good. Rebound, Easton Page goes for it, and Reynolds keeps it alive. Now Austin Edwards will shoot. His shot is no good. Rebound goes to Whitcomb. Whitcomb up ahead. Drives in, pass down low is good to Amesback. Panthers trail by 10 with 2 minutes to go here till halftime. 2:16 to go till halftime.
Yeah, so the Amesback kid shows his skill. Nice job by Noel to get it back up and in.
Yeah, Noel Reynolds lays it in off the baseline, making it 19-27. Panthers trailing here nearing halftime. Under 2 to play until the break. And right now, the Indians have the ball. Gillum has it up top, just working it around here. Taking time off around the perimeter. 3-pointer from stiff arm. No good. Rebound to Austin Edwards.
Well, we got the rebound, but we still didn't get enough bodies for me, anyway, in my opinion. 3 by Page there. Hits
Easton
it. That's
Page
a big shot.
hits the 3-pointer in the corner. Cuts it to a 5-point lead.
Just got to get another defensive stop here, Nate. That's a big shot by Easton Page. But we got to get bodies on guys. It's time to step up and start rebounding.
Stiff arm responds right back with a 3 of his own. to make it 30-22. Browning on top by 8, 1:10 to go here. Fowler's going to bring it across this full court press. Going to try to trap him at midcourt. He dribbles around it, pulls it back out, gets to Page now. Page drives in back up top, pulls it out. Under 1 to play here till the halftime. Panthers trail by 8.
There you go. We don't want to settle for score up and down the floor. Again, they've hit a few threes already, so in that zone, we got to have our feet straddled on the three-point line, which pushes them back a little bit. And there we were inside the three-point line, so when he steps in on the rotation, or when the shooter steps into the shot, he's right where he needs to be.
Foul called against Browning on the floor, so Belgrade has it out of bounds, brings it in here. Walker has it, gets it to Page on the right wing. 45 seconds to go till halftime. Panthers again trail by 8. Fowler with it, pulls up from 15 feet. No good. Rebound is loose. Referee's got a decision to make. He gives it to Belgrade. As the ball went out of bounds, points in favor of Belgrade on a 50-50 ball. With 35 seconds to go here, Noel Reynolds will inbound it for the Panthers. Gets it into Walker. Spencer Gordon now.
Yeah, too late. They needed to get it to Dawson there on the post up before the help got there, and Spencer was too slow, so they have to swing it around now.
Page now drives in, turns around, puts up a shot. Good.
Nice job, Easton. He's playing well. And that was nice and controlled. Got in the lane, didn't panic. Spun one way, head fake, spun back the other, and hit a nice little jumper.
So now 24-30, Panthers trail by 6. 7 seconds to go till the half. A shot coming, no good from Browning. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Belgrade ball with 3.7 seconds to go till halftime. Trailing by 6. Enough time to get one final shot off here, as Browning will make a defensive substitution.
Dawson probably got fouled on that rebound. Deming just talking to the official there for a few minutes, but no call, but we do got possession.
3 seconds left to go. Page with it at midcourt. He's going to have to pull this one up. Page drives all the way and goes up left hand. No good, as he was just a little out of control. Boy, that would have been a great way to end the half.
Yeah, he didn't have to pull up. He's fast enough to get there, and that's their full court inbound play. And when time runs out and they executed it well, Easton got all the way to the rim on the left side, which he's left-handed where he's most comfortable, and he missed that shot. But like you said, it would have been a 30-26, but it's 30-24.
Yep, so at the halftime break here, the Browning Indians leading the Belgrade Panthers on the Bozeman Ford Lincoln RV scoreboard 30-24. Let's go ahead and step aside for 2 minutes. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 93.7 KBOZ. Back in 2 minutes. All right, back here, halftime at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse in Class A Boys Basketball State Tournament here. The Panthers here trailing the Browning Indians in this quarterfinal matchup 30-24. We want to remind you that halftime here on 93.7 is brought to you by Doc and Nelson Funeral Service and Crematory. Helping families celebrate a life lived, there is a difference. So, again, Panthers trailing by 6 here at halftime. I want to bring in our sideline reporter, Ethan Zwicky, first with a special message from Northwestern Energy and then some analysis of the first half.
Northwestern Energy salutes all of the players, coaches, and fans of Montana High School Association sports. Montana students instill pride in all of us and inspire us with their teamwork. Northwestern Energy team members also believe in the power of teamwork. Working together, we can continue a tradition of dedicated service. Northwestern Energy, a proud sponsor of the Montana High School Association.
All right, so Ethan, after the first half of play, Panthers trail by 6. I guess some of your thoughts of the first half or going forward. Let us know, what do you got there?
My thoughts on the first half is that I think the Panthers, I think this game would be tied if we could finish inside. We've had quite a few missed layups. I think we're taking all the right shots. We're not forcing anything, but we need to finish where we can. Browning likes to run, and they're doing a good job of it right now. A lot of fast break points and a lot of second chance opportunities that they're been given.
Right, and you mentioned a lot of those missed shots down low. If you're someone that believes in the law of averages, maybe some of our math teachers back at school tell us, well, if we're going to average our average, right? So we missed a bunch in the first half. We should be on fire in the second half. At least we can hope for that.
Yeah, we can hope for that.
All right, Andy. Oh no, you're going to mute yourself, huh? Andy, what do you think? What do you think of the first half there?
No, Ethan's right on. We got to be able to finish near the hoop, and we actually probably have the lead. And with that, again, I know Coach Deming's in there. They're going to look at, say, what can we do a little bit better in our offense, and they might go, we got to do X, Y, and Z, but he's going to stop it right in the middle of that like he usually does and say, men, this is the state tournament. We got to defend.
Right.
We got to D guys up. And Browning's on track to get a minimum of 60. And with a team like that, we know after Belgrade, what they did in the divisional tournament to be so successful is to create tempo for themselves. And I think Browning just had the tempo that half. And we missed some inside shots like Ethan said it, but Browning had the tempo, and that's why they got the lead.
All right, again, so at halftime, the Browning Indians lead the Belgrade Panthers 30-24, a 6-point lead for Browning. I believe it will be Belgrade ball to start things out. Am I right on that or no, we might have got it to start the second quarter, so I actually believe it's going to be Browning ball. We'll have to figure that one out.
Right now looks like Browning
it's
on the
Browning,
scoreboard.
Yeah.
We have Stiff Arm with 13, Tyree Whitcomb with 11.
And that's about those guys' averages.
Yeah, and so they're way ahead on that. Amesback only has 4, and that's the kid we wanted to try to shut down a little bit. But Whitcomb and Stiff Arm kind of got loose on us on the perimeter. Stiff Arm's 3 of 6 from the 3-point line. So, like I said, we've lost him a couple times. We haven't had our feet on the 3-point line set defensively in our zone. You can't be late on rotation. For the Belgrade Panthers, Dawson Fowler finishes the half with 4, Easton Page with 6, Noel Reynolds with 9, Matt Walker with 3, and Gordon Spencer finishes with 2 to give Panthers the 24. And then we look at the rebounding department there, Nate. Browning had a total of 19 rebounds to Belgrade's 17 rebounds. So fairly close there. But a lot of those rebounds for Browning were second chance opportunities of keeping second chance points. So we're rebounding well with them. We just got to finish our inside shots, and we got to put the lid on the hoop for Browning.
All right, so that was an analysis of the first half. Let's go ahead and step aside for another 2 minutes and be back with the start of the third quarter. You are listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on 93.7 KBOZ. We will be back in 2 minutes. No, we're all good. All right, back here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse on the campus of MSU, getting ready to start the third quarter of play. 1 minute to go here in the halftime break as the Panthers are on the floor here warming up. No sign yet of the Browning Indians. And so what do you think, Andy? I mean, what are we looking at doing here in this second half? I mean, down by 6. We've trailed in the first half of a lot of games this year and turned it on in the third and fourth. I'm sure that's not necessarily a game plan, but something we've done before. So, I mean, I guess think about what was talked about at halftime and what the Panthers are looking to do to start things out.
Yeah, Coach Deming's going to just say, you know, there's no reason to panic, number one.
Right.
We're right there within 6 points. And Browning's a team that's going to give you opportunities to continue to score because their game is just to get up and down. They're going to try to outscore you, get up and down. And so he's preaching. It's going to be done in the half, in our defensive half court. Is going to give us more scoring opportunities than them, and if we can limit again to one shot opportunities and out rebound them, you can't just play the tip game on the rebound. You got to body guys up, and when they did that, they actually got fouled. So it's just going to be done on the defensive end, and coach has always been a great defensive minded coach, and he knows that when it comes to state tournament time, you got to buckle down and D people up.
All right, so here we go. 8 minutes on the clock here. It's going to be Browning ball to start things out underway as Bird gets it now to Stiff Arm. Stiff Arm back to Bird, guarded by Reynolds. Pass inside here. Now inside, Fowler comes up with the steal, but then taken right back.
That was great help by Fowler, but the other Belgrade defenders didn't grab his tip down. And it went right back to the Browning player.
Yeah, so Ames back finishes that one. Belgrade nearly with the steal, but Ames back gets it back, scores, makes it 32-24.
No,
Browning on top.
That was Whitcomb.
Or Whitcomb, excuse me, yeah. So Fowler with it now up top. Gets it in the corner to Page. Page gets a screen from Austin Edwards. Now drives it, left hand off the glass. It's good. Easton Page.
That's what we talked about last week. He did it so well, but he jumped too far from the rim last week, and like we talked about, he got all the way to the rim there to leave no doubt, and not only gives himself a chance to score, but a chance to get fouled.
Ames back now goes up to the basket, misses, but is fouled, and so we'll go to the free throw line. We have 1 minute down here in the third, so 7 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Panthers trailing 32-26, and Ames back at the free throw line to shoot two.
Yeah, Ames back. Didn't do much in the first half, but that's not to say he can't go off now. And he's tough to take on for a full game, I tell you what. He's just a tough player to stop for a full game, and Belgrade did a nice job on him in the first half, but got that rebound there and got the ball up, and easy call for the ref.
Ames back misses the first. Second one here coming. It is good. So now it's 33-26, Browning on top. Full court press, and Dawson Fowler is called for a traveling violation. Again, a very rare mistake there, as Dawson really he didn't have the ball in his hand quite yet and took a couple of steps. So it's going to be a turnover. Browning ball here, 6:55 to go in the third. Inside here, Whitcomb.
Yeah, foul on Noel Reynolds there on the reach-in. Referee calls it easy. Regardless of what happens, we just got to continue to get defensive stops, and it's not been very successful here start of the second half.
So now inbounding it, Stiff Arm looking for a teammate. Stolen away by Fowler.
Nice
now up
play.
Ahead to Page.
Nice play, Easton Page.
Page off the glass and good. So there we go. Belgrade catches the break, cuts the lead to 5. Now 28-33. Panthers trail 6:40 to go in this third quarter.
Easton Page has been a difference maker with his energy. Dawson gets the rebound there, and Easton just bursts out, and you saw the speed and the athleticism of Easton Page.
Whitcomb pass down low to Amesback. Amesback off the glass and in. Tough player to stop.
Yeah, we got caught on a full front there, just got a high-low, and we had no backside help, so easy play for Browning, just throw it over the top. Amesback grabbed it easy with no help.
Panthers trail by 7, get it across midcourt. Reynolds with it, gets it to Page. Now to Austin Edwards down low. Guarded by Amesback. Edwards backs his man down. Loses the handle. Turnover to Loring. Browning now up ahead the other way. Whitcomb. Whitcomb pulls up his dribble, gets it kicked out to Bird. Now pass down low to Whitcomb. Double team, kicks it back out here. Thinking about the 3. No, this time Whitcomb will pull for 3. No good. Rebound loose. Loring comes away with it on the offensive board. So Bird has it now. 5:35 to go here in the third. Browning controlling it with the lead. Pass down low and going up and missing another offensive rebound to keep it alive. Loring thinks about the 3, pulls it back, gets it to Amesback, who loses it out of bounds. It's going to be the Indians' ball here, inbounding under the Panther basket. This has been a tough possession with all these offensive rebounds.
And that's what we talked about, Nate. And I know it's not sitting well with Coach Deming, but he can't do much from the sideline. You just try to adjust at half, talk to the players that, hey, we got to get rebounds. And Easton Page gets pushed into a bad matchup with Whitcomb, and it's an easy score with Whitcomb right over Easton Page.
9-point lead for Browning now. Fowler inside the key, pulls up from 14 feet, in and out. Rebound, Austin Edwards. Edwards dribbles it back out in the corner, loses the handle, out of bounds, and it's going to be Browning ball as Edwards just triple teamed in the corner, loses out of bounds.
Yeah, we don't look so fluid right now, Nate. Things are a little disgruntled offensively. We just don't have a nice rhythm offensively, and it's been tough on the defensive end. So if you're struggling offensively to get some fluidity, you got to D up, and we do. Noel Reynolds with the turnover.
Yeah, turnover. Here comes Reynolds. Gets it to Fowler. Fowler off the glass and in. Panthers cut the lead to 7. 4:30 to go here in the third. 37-30. Browning on top. Here's Amesback down low. Offensive foul called.
Oh, wow.
Against Amesback.
Must have got a hook on him.
Well, I got something.
Yeah.
There's been some physical play down low. There had been no calls until this one, though.
Referee signaling that. I don't know if he hooked him or not or just pushed him, but I'm happy for Belgrade, but sometimes you get frustrated as a big guy when you're a little bit bigger or physical and you try to be aggressive. You get called for things.
Page off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Bird for Browning. He gets it to Stiffarm. Stiffarm drives in left hand. Blocked away by Edwards and Fowler. I think both of them blocked that one out of bounds.
Well, Stiffarm almost basically got Stiffarm there.
He did, but it will be out of bounds, and it will be Browning's ball with 4:14 to go here in the third.
Yeah, we're just going to be preaching here for the next 2 quarters, Nate. You got to get stops. You're down. It's all going to come down to defensive stops.
Again, Panthers trail by 7. Inbounded to Bird. Now Whitcomb up top. He'll pull up for 3. Shot no good. Rebounds loose. Loose
on
on
the
the floor.
floor.
Spencer Gordon, he's got it. Let's see if he can get it to a teammate. He does.
50 balls, and he does.
So Easton Page with it now for the Panthers. Kept alive there by Spencer Gordon, and that's what he comes off the bench. That's what he needs to do. Gets it to Klonzinski as Fowler right now is taking a break on the sideline. Noel Reynolds now on the block. Backs his man down. He's going to go up. He's fouled. No call, but he makes it.
A lot of contact there, but I'm not sure if the officials, they don't know how to play Noel either.
No, they don't.
They're just not used to him. He got hit 3 or 4 times there with his he's smooth but unorthodox, but nonetheless he scores.
Again, Fowler out of the game. Panthers trail by 5.
Got to get your foot up on the line. They'll pull the trigger that deep. Get your feet up on the 3-point line, and that's the only thing I see. That's the only thing
Here's
I don't
a
like.
three-pointer on the way. It's good.
What I tell you.
Yep.
Walker was late, and he was inside the 3-point line. You got to get your feet on that line to push the shooter back.
So that was Stiffarm who hit the 3 as the Panthers are a little laid back, as Coach Demjanovic mentioned, in the zone. So now 40-32. Belgrade with the ball, but trailing by 8. Matt Walker has it, gets it to Klonzinski.
That's a huge shot. Those are little things that you cannot give Browning back.
Fowler's going to check back into this game. Walker up to Reynolds. Now to Page.
And he has to. He can't take any more rest because of that score right there.
Oh, boy, we have an errant pass inside, turnover. Whitcomb up ahead for Browning. He's going to go right to the hoop and lay it in with the left hand. 10-point lead for Browning, and Mike Deming will take a timeout.
Yep. They gave it to Browning there, but irregardless, you're right, timeout.
Timeout Browning. And let's see, is this a 30-second timeout?
Yep.
We got a 30-second timeout, so let's just stay right here. 2:40 to go in the third. Again, momentum all on the side of Browning right now, as this game is brought to you by Bridger Orthopedic for all of life's motions.
All right, right now we have Nathan stiff arm with 16 and Tyree Whitcomb with 17, Nate. So those two guys have brought it. They got 33 of the 42 points.
Yeah, those guys above their averages here with 2:40 to go in the third. Again, Belgrade trailing by 10, and Dawson Fowler now back in the game. Panthers have the full court press to break. Fowler, Walker, a little back and forth game. Walker gets it across midcourt. Now pulls it back out. Walker's open for three. Elects not to take it, gets it to Fowler. Fowler drives in, pulls it back out, kicks it to Edwards. Now to Page. Page drives in, kicks it to Edwards. Jump shot at the baseline, no good. Rebound, Spencer Gordon. Spencer, pass inside, is going to go out of bounds. So it will be a turnover in Browning's ball.
Yeah, a lot of energy there by Spencer Gordon. Great job on the rebound, but when he passes out, sometimes it's too much on the basketball as he tries to pass out to a guard. He tries to throw it down to Austin Edwards off the bounce pass, but rockets it past Austin. There was no way he could handle that basketball.
Meanwhile, Ames back down low, kicks it out. Three-pointer from Gillum's no good. Rebound loose, over the back called against Whitcomb.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about. If you get an actual body on the guy, they're not going to. It's just a reaction to go try to grab that basketball, and got over the back. Easy call for the official.
So Panthers here with the ball. Under 2 to play in the third, trailing by 10, needing to break the full court press. Ahead to Walker, he does across midcourt. Here, this half-court defense is spread all the way up top. Walker's going to drive in, and there's going to be a foul called on the floor.
And that's what you want. You want Browning continues to pressure. Matt was at half court in their man defense, and you got to force the issue when that happens, because teams like this can foul pretty easily, and they get the blocking foul there. So if they're going to guard you way out there, the guards have got to force the issue of trying to drive in to try to pick up some fouls here. So maybe we can get Browning's team foul count up to get to the free throw line.
So Panthers will inbound it. Fowler gets it into Page. 1:40 to go in the third. Panthers down 10. Here's Walker on the right side. Gets it up top to Fowler. Now Page. Page looking down low. Elects to keep it around to Walker at the top of the key. Page now on the left wing with it. He's got Edwards down low. Elects to go to Fowler in the middle. Jump shot coming good. 15-footer from Dawson. 34-42. Panthers trail by 8. 1:16 to go in the third. Browning has the ball. Whitcomb has it here on the right side. Calls out something to a teammate. Gets it now to number 20. That is Gillum. Now kicked around to Smith. Stiff arm with it. Browning just working it around the perimeter here, taking time off the clock. Is under 1 to play in the third. 8-point lead for Browning. Now all the way in the corner. Stiff arm passes inside. Now here's Ames back off the glass and in. Extends the lead.
Nice little two-man game with the both posts there. Whitcomb, who's got length, posted up, and Ames back makes a great read, so he cuts from the high post.
Jump shot from Edwards, no good. Rebound, Ames back. 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Panthers trail by 10. Browning with the ball. Stiff arm calls out a play. Browning might hold here for the final shot of the quarter. 24 seconds to go now in the third, and looks like Browning is just going to try to run this clock down as stiff arm gets a screen. Now here's Whitcomb. He'll pull up for three. No good. Rebound, Edwards. Ahead to Fowler. 10 seconds to go here in the third. Fowler thinks about pulling up, gets it to Walker. Walker, inside pass is stolen away, and then a foul called. I think Walker, frustrated there, fouls Whitcomb after the steal with 4 seconds to go in the third. Just the third team foul, so Browning will inbound it here near midcourt. So here right in front of us where we are on Media Row, Browning inbounding at 4 seconds to go in the third with a 10-point lead over Belgrade. Into Whitcomb. Pass inside to Amesback. Amesback off the glass is good at the buzzer.
That's a huge play, Nate. So they do a great job. One pass over the top and throw it right down to Amesback. They're well coached there. They know exactly where they need to go. And in a one-on-one situation, Brandon Amesback's just too tough for us.
So after 3 quarters, the score of the Browning Indians 46, the Belgrade Panthers 34. You're listening to Belgrade Basketball on 93.7 FM. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, back here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse for the start of the fourth quarter in this Class A boys quarterfinal, state quarterfinal. Ethan, breakdown here. We're getting ready to start the fourth. What are you seeing?
Amesback really turned it on this quarter for the Indians. He got 7 points that quarter while he only had 4 at half, so he really turned it on, and Whitcomb now has up to 17, so Panthers need to look to stop them.
All right, thanks, Ethan. Now underway. Belgrade here with the ball. Fowler has it. Panthers trailing by 12. And we have a whistle. Is this a foul on the floor?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be. So we'll have the basket, or the ball underneath the hoop there.
So inbounded under the basket. Reynolds gets it into Fowler. Again, Panthers trail by 12 with 7:45 to go in the game. Fowler takes it in, is fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, from the side angle referee is easy called because he's got the vision of the shot. Well, the bottom referee didn't call anything, and everybody wanted to charge as one of Browning's players might have been set. So I think he was fouled off the first dribble, and he got hit on the arm, and then the Browning player came underneath him.
Dawson hits the first free throw to make it 35-46. Panthers trail by 11 here. 7:42 to go in the game. Second free throw's good. Cuts it to 10. Full court press here from Belgrade now. Stiff arm. Gets it up ahead to Gillum. Now nearly stolen, a collision at midcourt.
Who are you going to call the foul on?
He's going to call it on Edwards, I think. It will be against Edwards.
That's a horrible call.
Coach Demjanovic does not like the call.
No, it's a loose ball. They both just collided. There was no they both arrived at the basketball at the same time, so who are you going to call the contact on? They ran into each other.
Inbounded to Stiff Arm. Stiff Arm with it up top, gets a screen from Whitcomb. Now Gillum with it here in the corner. Picks up his dribble. Down low to Whitcomb. Whitcomb off the glass, no good. Rebound loose. Reynolds comes up with it for Belgrade. Up ahead to Page. Page drives inside, goes up left hand. Good.
Great job by Easton Page. He's kind of keeping Belgrade in this game, actually. He's got to have 13. We'll see what the scoreboard says here.
So Panthers trail by 8. Browning with the ball. 7 minutes to go. Nearly a steal. But Austin Edwards' foot goes out of bounds, but a good defensive effort there by Austin Edwards. So Browning will inbound it again, leading the Panthers 38-46 with 6:55 to go in the game.
Yeah, Page with 12 now. Belgrade elects to go their 1-3-1 zone, 33 trap zone.
3-point shot on the way for Browning. Offensive rebound, loose inside. Here's Amesback. He's off the glass, no good. Loose ball again.
Get on the ball.
Whitcomb comes away with it.
Huge. That's their second offensive rebound there.
Yeah, Browning's coming away with at least 60 to 70% of these loose balls. And now a steal by Matt Walker. Walker ahead to Fowler for 3. In, no good.
That's
Rebound, Matt Walker.
Wanted.
Inside, Edwards goes up off the glass, and he is fouled Boy, we would have exploded if
I was getting ready. I was getting
Fowler
ready.
would've hit it.
That was the shot. That would have been a big shot. That's the shot they wanted in transition. Your best player with a 3 with down 8. But great job by Matt Walker getting the rebound and throwing it right back to Austin Edwards, and he gets fouled. So nonetheless, the clock stops. We can get the lead down to 6 here.
Edwards hits the first free throw. 39-46, Browning on top. 6:24 to go in the game. Edwards' second free throw here coming. Good crowd on hand from Belgrade, filling the entire section behind the basket. Is no good, in and out. Rebounded by Whitcomb. Full court press here from Belgrade, though. Trapped in the backcourt.
Yeah, you got to. Even with 6 minutes to go, you got to try to. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to press a pressing team because
they break
sometimes you always think they're used to it, but they'll take bad shots.
Whitcomb shoots. Offensive rebound. Loring goes up with it. No good.
Good
Ball
defense
loose.
there by Austin Edwards just to stay straight up. Good outlet. Fowler to Page. Up and in for 2. Cuts the lead now, 46-41.
5-point lead for Browning.
And Belgrade's just got to keep the pressure here. So coach went back to 1-3-1-33. We're going to try to get a trap here, Nate. Anytime that they feel they can get a trap, they're going to do it. And that's where you don't want them to catch is that high post.
Whitcomb inside. He misses. Gets his own rebound and then is fouled.
Boy, he's quick on for the rebound. That'll be Austin Edwards' 4th foul there. So great job. They're doing the 33, but you cannot let it to the high post. So we call that the 5 spot and the 3-3. You always have to be between the man or between the basketball and the hoop in that position. So you cannot let it get there. So you do whatever you can to fully front. If they force the diagonal pass, that's fine because that's the furthest pass away. And they let it get into the high post, and now they're going to the line.
No, actually they're calling it on the floor, so inbounded here to Browning. So now Whitcomb working on the block down low, goes up. This time he's fouled, and he makes it.
Well, he's been a tough matchup for us all night. So they go right back to Whitcomb to extend the lead 48-41 for the end one opportunity. He's got 19, Nate. He's got 19.
So with 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter, the Browning Indians leading the Belgrade Panthers 48-41. And Tyree Whitcomb will try to convert this three-point play. He does, making it 49-41. Still full court press here from Browning.
Yeah, they're not looking to, I mean, if they can get the turnover, great, but they're trying to get, waste time off the clock now. So they're going to continue to press because it takes Belgrade some time to get up the court.
Fowler gets a screen up top, picks up his dribble, pass down low, Reynolds goes up and good.
Boy, Dawson Fowler has had absolutely great vision this half. I mean, he is finding guys, and he is laser with his pass, and he's been spot on for this whole game.
49-43, Panthers trail just under 5 minutes to go. Browning has the ball, Loring with it on the right wing. Gets it up top here to Bird. Now in the corner, three-pointer from Loring.
That's what you want.
Good.
That's what you want, but that's not what you want. And we always talk about that 90% of missed shots come to the weak side of the zone. And when Ames back's on the weak side, you got to try to sneak inside, but we got caught on the backside of that 1-3-1.
Three-pointer from Walker's no good. Rebound Whitcomb. Panthers trail by 8. 4:30 to go. Browning with the ball. Loring with it on the right wing, guarded by Page. Gets it into Whitcomb. Back out to Loring. Now inside to Ames back. Spencer Gordon goes for the steal, can't get it. Here's Loring blocked by Fowler. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it out. Three-pointer from Bird coming, and a timeout is taken.
Full timeout.
Full timeout taken there. So with 4:08 to go, the Belgrade Panthers trailing 51-43 here in crunch time. We'll step aside for 1 minute. You're listening to the Belgrade Panthers on 93.7 KBOZ. All right, back here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse on MSU's campus in this Class A quarterfinal matchup between the Browning Indians and the Belgrade Panthers. Panthers trailing 43-51. Browning with the ball. 4:08 to go in this fourth quarter. Loring with it up top.
Got to get hands up, but they've been able to get it inside like that.
Boy, pass down low to Whitcomb. He puts it in easy, sends it back to 10.
Too easy against that zone to dump it inside.
Now Panthers pass inside, tipped out of bounds.
Yep.
It's going to be Belgrade ball inbounding under the Browning basket. So 3:49 to go. Belgrade down by 10 with the ball. Reynolds will inbound it. And it's stolen away right away. Aims back ahead to Whitcomb. Whitcomb takes it right to the rack. No good. Dawson Fowler gets the rebound. Fowler ahead to Page. Page drives in, goes up and good.
Well, Easton Page has had a heck of a game.
Yep.
He's got 16, I believe, on the night. We just needed to get some stops, Nate. We're about at the point of no return here with just over 3 to go, where we got to quit giving them second shots.
Bird three-pointer, no good. Rebound Fowler.
There we go. That's a big rebound, and that's the shot you want Browning taking.
Fowler drives in, goes
and
up. He's
one.
fouled.
Get in there. Does
it? Got it.
And that's what we like, is to get him in transition, because he is a great decision maker, as you can see. That's the guy you want with the basketball, and he's so smooth. He even got fouled, and he pulled up nice and smooth. Nice release at the top, and got the bucket.
So Dawson Fowler will be at the line trying to convert a three-point play. 3:10 to go. Panthers trail 47-53. Fowler's free throw is good.
Okay, here we got a
5-point
crunch
lead.
time here. We got to be spot on, focused, no more errors, whether it's rotating, trapping, or rebounding. He traveled there. That's a huge play.
Did they call it? No,
he called the foul, but that's a huge play. Huge play.
Foul called against Easton Page.
It's a big play.
3 minutes to go
right
in this
in front
game.
of the official. State tournament, you got to have that, because we're down 5. That's a big play. Instead, he gets the reach in. Call.
Okay, so 1-1 here. Nano stiff arm headed to the line to shoot 1-1. His team up by 5. 3 minutes to go exactly in the game. First free throw is on the way. Good. Six-point lead with 3 to play. Second free throw here coming. Good. Panthers inbound it to Fowler. Ahead to Page. Back to Fowler. Now Reynolds across midcourt.
Yeah, we got to be a little bit more aggressive here. We're down 7, but nice play.
Pick and roll. Austin Edwards from Fowler lays it in, cuts it back to 5.
Deming gets a 30-second timeout.
30-second timeout. Let's stay right here. Let's get Ethan Zwicky back in here. Hey, Ethan, we've got 2:44 to go here, down by 5. What do the Panthers need to do to get back in this game?
One thing the Panthers shouldn't do is just start popping threes, trying to take the lead with 2 of them. I think they still need to keep doing what they're doing and working it around, like what Dawson did there. He didn't just pull up and yak a 3. He decided to kick it down to Austin for the easy 2. So they just need to keep working it around.
All right, I like that. Just like you said, that's what they just did on the floor as Austin Edwards was open on the pick and roll. So again, Belgrade, it had been as much as a 10-point lead. It's now, we saw how quickly we could cut it to 5. Now we just got to cut it to 5 more.
Yeah, and that's all. We got a few defensive possessions in a row, Nate, so that helps us a ton. And this is what we talked about. So Deming's going to come to a full court look here, extend the 1-3-1. So you really got to hustle, because we know Browning will take up a shot. Without a doubt, they're going to shoot the basketball.
So Browning gets it across midcourt. 2:33 to go in this game. Almost is a stolen.
And it's stolen by Page.
Easton Page with the steal. Page now gets it back out
right
to
there.
Fowler.
That's what you want.
Three-pointer.
Oh.
No good. Rebounds loose.
Job, Spencer Gordon.
working
Stay
for
on
it.
it. Stay on it. You can trap it right there. No need to leave. Trap it again. Got to come up, which Coach Deming's talking about. You just got to come up and trap again.
Across midcourt. Now a foul called against Belgrade, and boy, an opportunity for the Panthers lost there as a foul is called against Dawson Fowler.
It's only his first.
It's only
so
his
good
first,
there,
yeah.
That was a great play by Easton Page. That's what it takes out of the trap, Nate, is a guy with energy and desire just to go across court, and he reads it well and tips it to himself. And then they cut him off at the hoop, and he finds a handoff dribble to Dawson Fowler for the three. So they get exactly what they want there, and that's all you can ask for.
So Whitcomb at the free throw line, 1-1. First one's good, makes it a 6-point lead with 2:11 to go here in the fourth. Whitcomb's second free throw here coming is good.
Yeah, he's been pretty flawless at the free throw line. He's been such a smooth player for them, almost stole it out of the press. So
2 minutes to go in this game. Belgrade down 7 across midcourt. It's Easton Page, gets it out to Walker.
Yeah, he's got to look to attack again.
Inside, Edwards to Reynolds. Reynolds in trouble. A jump ball, and possession arrow is in favor of Browning. Tough turn of events there.
Oh, that's a huge play. 1:51 to go. Ref calls a jump ball.
So it's going to be Browning's ball with 1:51 to go. Leading the
had
Panthers
some
by
opportunities,
7.
probably passed one too many times there, but nonetheless had some opportunity.
Whitcomb up ahead to Stiff Arm. Stiff Arm inside pass is good from Mad Plume. 9-point lead now with 1:35 to go, and Dawson Fowler is fouled.
And I'm surprised, but, well, I'm not surprised. Dan Conley, their head coach, I coached against him in JV when he was an assistant there, and that's their mantra. They're going to continue to pressure, whether they're up 9 with 1:35. Most teams are just going to pull that ball out and suck it out, but they continue to trap, but they get called for the foul, and that's not what you want because $1:35 to go, that stops the clock. Two free throws for Dawson here, 2 shots for him. So Belgrade gets an opportunity to score and get back in their press, see if they can create a turnover before they have to foul.
I think this is a 1-and-1
for
Fowler. And the front end misses.
Oh, he misses.
Rebound Whitcomb. Up ahead here and then fouled near the mid-court line with exactly 1:30 to go in the game. Matt Walker picks up the foul. This will send Bird to the free throw line.
Yeah.
Panthers trail 59-50, 1:30 to go. Browning at the free throw line. Bird's first shot's good. It's back to 10. Austin Edwards checks back in the game for Spencer Gordon. Bird's second free throw here. No good off the front iron. Rebound Edwards. Still 10-point lead. Easton Page with it. Page loses the handle. Turnover.
Actually, Page has been pretty much turnover-free the whole game.
And then a lay-in for Browning on the other end. 12-point lead, 1:10 to go. Panthers in big trouble as Reynolds lays it in off the glass. Cuts it back to 10 with 1:05 to play. Now Browning with a turnover. Whitcomb throws it to his coach. Coach ain't on the floor, though.
And Coach gave him the look to let him know that he was not
He's like,
on the
hey,
floor
why'd you
playing.
pass it to me, buddy? So Belgrade's going to inbound it here with 1:02 to play, down by 10. And as Ethan Zwicky mentioned, it's not time to huck up the three. Well, now it is, as Matt Walker has it. Gets it to Fowler. Fowler will shoot the three. No good.
Just short.
Rebound Whitcomb. Ahead to Stiff Arm. Stiff Arm across midcourt. Panthers are going to need to foul here. 37 seconds to go in this game. And Matt Walker will foul Tyree Whitcomb. So Whitcomb will go to the free throw line to shoot. Just 35 seconds to go. Belgrade down 10.
2 free throw opportunities coming for number 40 for the Renan Indians, Tyree Whitcomb.
As Whitcomb is at the line. First free throw is up and no good here in the double bonus. And then we have a timeout taken And with that timeout, let's go ahead and step aside here on 93.7. You're listening to Belgrade Panther basketball on KBOZ. Back in 30 seconds. All right, we are back here at the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. 35 seconds to go. Panthers trailing the Browning Indians by 10. And Tyree Whitcomb at the free throw line for Browning. Second shot is good. Extends the lead to 11 with 35 seconds to go. Full court press here. Klonzinski has it. Gets it to Gordon. Gordon takes to the hoop, lays it in, reverse layup.
Nice job by Spencer, not giving up there, and goes hard to the hole at Ames back. Does a nice reverse layup, actually.
So 19 seconds to go. Belgrade electing not to foul as Stiff Arm gets it ahead to now Ames back. Just 10 seconds to go in this game, and Whitcomb's going to dribble it out. So the Browning players are high-fiving each other near midcourt. 2 seconds to go, 1 second, and that will do it. The final horn as the Belgrade Panthers drop this quarterfinal state playoff game to the Browning Indians. Final score, Browning 63, Belgrade 54. Tough way here as we still are alive in the consolation bracket for a third place finish. Still alive, still possible, but very disappointing here, state playoff appearance for the Panthers.
Yeah, I thought we came out with great demeanor and great energy, what you need to do at state to let the other team know that it's time to play basketball, and we did that. We just, early on, I thought we missed some easy shots that could have gave us a lead, could have gave us also momentum and some mental advantage to Browning. But coach is going to go into the go into the locker room after the game here, and it's going to finish with the defense. They just had too many offense rebounds. We talked about that even in the second half, Nate. That Browning gets basically their average into the 60s, and that's right where they want the game. I mean, we're in the 50s. That's great scoring in the 50s, but remember, we held hard into the 40s in the divisional championship, and I don't think we quite executed the tempo of the game we wanted to beat Browning tonight, and we just couldn't get enough stops. And when we look at perhaps total rebounds there, 36-28, 14 offensive rebounds to our 9. So they're extended possessions, and that becomes a huge factor. And they went straight to the kids that it was tough for us to defend. Even against our zone, they were able to get the ball to Whitcomb, who's 6'6", and Ames back, who's about 6'3", and they were able to get some one-on-ones inside. And that's tough to defend. They're big kids. They're athletic and smooth.
All right, so once again, the final score here, the Belgrade Panthers lose this quarterfinal game 63-54. Want to thank Ethan Zawicki for joining us here. Ethan, thanks for being our sideline reporter. Appreciate you joining the broadcast today.
Thanks for having me.
What are your final thoughts, Ethan?
Final thoughts. Panthers couldn't convert down low. We were a little bit off field goals. Altogether, we just didn't see them all there. And Browning, they had a good showing from their star players. So
couldn't agree more. So for Nate Parsegan here and Andy Demjanovic as well as Ethan Zawicki, we are signing off. Panthers drop this quarterfinal game. We'll be back tomorrow, though, 2 o'clock right here at the Fieldhouse in the consolation bracket. Not sure yet who the Panthers are playing, but that game will be at 2 o'clock right here at the MSU Fieldhouse. And so make sure you tune in on 93.7 as well as Panther Live. But once again, Panthers drop this one here today. We'll go ahead and kick it back to Ed at the station.